Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Detroit Lions taking on Alex Smith and the Houston Texans.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory.
The first of three here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Brings up third down and 10.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Number 30, Jamal.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 21 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he floats one there, incomplete. Hill the intended receiver once again, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
To throw is Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Draw play. This is Carson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Chris Carson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They run it with Carson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Good. Makes the score Lions 3, Texans nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Jamal Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
28-yard line. A gain of...
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and goal, Houston.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Texans 0.
They'll run it with Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Smith. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jeff Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Herbert caught by the tight end Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Akeem Hicks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 19-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. K.J. Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Good.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 7 yards, the pickup there. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. But it's brought in by Washington. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That's good.
Operating from the gun. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. To the air again, Herbert. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard.
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Smith on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively. Back to the air. Smith on second down. They'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. In the game you're watching, it's been the veteran Alex Smith with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans' decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. On first down, Smith. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Herbert will find Metcalf.
Herbert's pass complete to DK Metcalf.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
This is Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. On the delay, here's Carson. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on second down. Throwing is Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. KJ Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. It's now second.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Herbert throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Williams, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, Smith. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
The score, Texans 24, Lions 10.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps. Trying to
Points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 23-yard.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Houston set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Texans 27, Lions 10.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
You want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49. Charles, as you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.